it could have easily been my main character name. It's just people, started knowing me as Mary. But Kurt, it certainly could have been Kurgan. Kurgan was a name I used a lot from Highlander. The first one. I didn't like any of that followed, and I wasn't a huge fan of the TV show, but the first movie, they did such a great job with that. It's still good now. I mean, it's a little dated, but it's still, I think it's really cool. I looted one of these reinforced fists. It's too bad it's purple. It seems like that should be not purple. Like something better. Like sapphire or topaz or something. Purples are rare. Like purple slots are rare. I know, candy. Yeah. I get the reference. I'm a fan. Man, I've seen that movie a lot. A lot. The fact that Queen did the soundtrack to that movie makes that S tier to me. That and Flash Gordon, I think those two movies, they may be like super cheeseball, but the fact that Queen did their soundtrack, psh, man, just makes it so much better. And it just turned out that both of the movies were pretty good. And the original Highlander had Sean Connery, so always a benefit if you're a fan of his. And I got such a kick out of knowing that Kurgan is now Mr. Krabs. I thought that was so cool. So the question is, I need to do the Tabaxis, and I might do the Tabaxi lives as a Dragon Lord, and then what I'm thinking about doing is, so I have my build, right? My charisma based CC build. But then I also want to try like two weapon fighting strength, and then like two-handed fighting strength. And then I want to try a strength based dagger thrower. I kind of want to go into Vistani and throw daggers and take that strength to throw weapon damage feat and see how that plays, because I have a star thrower, a monk that I really like playing. I think it's great. Like, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't played a thrower, they're a lot of fun. It's not like it used to be where the damage was just obscene. They fixed all that stuff, but it still plays really good. I think you'd probably do more damage in Horizon Walker, to be honest, though, or maybe Inquisitive, but they're still fun if you like the flavor of it. I certainly enjoy playing mine. You know what it is, really? If I were to sort of come up with, like, the reason I really love playing it is that I really like Monk. And I remember when they first introduced Monk into DDO, and I used to play my hand wrap Monk, and I used to love it. Like, it was so much fun. And then they kind of killed hand wraps, and I was really sad for a long time, and I stopped playing my Monk. And then people started doing throwers, and I was trying to figure out how to do a thrower build, but you needed a lot of past lives, and I didn't want to do it on my main. So eventually, I just did like a pure monk and just basically started throwing stars and said to myself, I don't care how shitty it is, I'm just going to do this. And I came up with a build. I have it posted. You can look at the build that I do. It's a pure monk. And it plays pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's good. I've actually played it on stream. Like, we did some range testing with it. I'm in Shirati. Shirati is awesome. Even though they nerfed Hunt's End, it's not what it used to be. It still hits really hard, so I use that. And the new pin works really well. It's all really good. You see how far away we can do that. It's another reason why the pillars from Exalted Angel are really good, because they have like an extended range. And this character, because it's my main and I have access to a lot more, I have 75 destiny points. So we are able, the reason, oh, look at that. It's really cool. I'm actually wearing that armor right now. But because I have so many points, I was able to fully upgrade this Epic Strike. So when I hit, it does trip, blind, and make helpless things that fail its saving throw. And I also have the heal on the... so anytime I do my wings, it will throw out a heal. I'm getting Evoke DCs, which that's what my aura is. Technically, it's like an Evoke Dragon Breath that they have coming out of your feet. And I'm getting a bunch of other stuff like echoes and less threat. But I was excited because I was able to do this. So basically, I replaced my renewal with this. Because my normal build is Unyielding Sentinel, and I do renewal. But I don't need the knockdown immunity because I have it already as a Warlock. So I'm like, well, why not try this out? Because I have the points in order to upgrade the Epic Strike. And my main damage type is light. Like, I have all the light boosts. So, you know, like for me, like just hit him. My Epic Strike just hit him for 11,000. Like, that is... It's not going to replace Carrion Swarm, because the old Carrion Swarm was just so good. But, I mean, we just have to basically, like... I do, yeah. I have a bunch of Imbue Die. I wouldn't say that I have, like, ridiculous amounts of Imbue Die, but I think I have, like, 12. I have 11. So, I mean, you know, that's not terrible, right? Considering. I don't usually... Yeah, right, yeah. It's good for the blast. Like, it hits if I actually swing my weapon. It's like 500, but I'm like all light damage. This is my main. So the build basically is... I have this build also posted on the forum if you're curious about it, but... So it's similar, like we're doing like a modified minion, which is basically what I do. I really like to have Evergreen, because I don't like to worry about spell points. And that is super cool for that. I like the Shared Mantle in case I use Hirelings, which I don't normally use Hirelings, but if I ever do. But the little Heart Guardian shares the mantle with me, so it will throw out heals, and it will use my spell power. I get my enchantment DCs because I'm an enchanter, so my saves aren't super great because my gear isn't like super min-max, but when I'm in Reaper quests, it's like 110 or 11 or 12 or something like that. So usually I can hit all of the Reapers at least. Most of the champs, unless they're immune. I still go with Shard Storm. I'm getting all of this stuff. I have negative energy immunity from Shadowcaster. I get evasion from here as well, even though my DCs are not super high at 60. I'm like 20 short, but it works, you know, enough. And then I get Necro DCs there if I ever want to do like Finger. So I was playing around with it just to see like if it's a strong, but I mean, that's a solid, that's a solid Epic Strike right there, man. And the other thing too is what I was saying in that other quest, like the fact that I'm facing it, now I'm not, and I have it like off to the side, can I still hit it? Like it looks like 180 is just a little too much, but I can hit it right there. So I love the direct, like I love the hitbox on the pillars, like that they're so forgiving. The only thing better that I've seen in DDO than that is on an alchemist. You guys, if anybody has played an alchemist, you know that you don't have to look at anything that you throw a potion at. You can just throw a potion and it will go like any direction around you. So if we were on an alchemist and we target this griffin and turn this way, I could literally throw all my potions at it facing this way and they would all fly behind me and hit it. And that was my shard storm. So shard storm is still awesome. Although I killed them for no reason because the ship isn't up, but I really like, even though I have this Misty, it's a different, you know, it puts this other one on cooldown, but on this one I can go through mobs if I get stuck. And on this one I can just keep up with people. And I get a heal now. So. Which isn't bad, like 500. That heal's pretty good too, this here. This Mass Cure Moderate. Not as good as Renewal, but... And I love the range on this. Like... He took... I think I have Crush Weakness, which is why he took that extra damage while he was held. But... Yeah, Renewal is bugged. Yeah. Yes, this is AoE, so if I were in a group, I could heal people. But I'm just looking at it from my point of view as somebody who solos a lot. Like, can I actually, like, still... Because Unyielding Sentinel is really, like, it makes you really strong. It adds a lot of, like, survivability. So can I still stay as survivable in Exalted Angel and use that Epic Strike? Because it really isn't... Like, otherwise, I'm just stuck using my Carrion Swarm, and I can hit with it. Because, like, right now the DC's 95, and if I go into a quest, that'll jump up, like, 10. So, you know, while my DC is, like, between 105, we have to actually go into a quest on Reaper and look, but it's enough that I'm hitting it, but it's... The damage is just so low that I'd rather use something else. To be honest, it just reminds me too much of how awesome it was, and I get sad. And then I don't want to use it anymore. Because I remember just how cool it was. So I don't want to remember. I'd just rather move on and use something else. This is pretty good, though. I mean... It's not like... It doesn't have that great AoE. You know, I would love to use, like, something like... that had an AoE effect on it, but... There just aren't many really sexy spellcasting... Epic Strikes. So I think this one is pretty good. For somebody who's already, like, spec'd into light damage, I think it's really good. I did a couple of, like, Reaper quests with this new spec, and I didn't notice any issues. You know, like I went out to Vecna and did some... Oh, you know what? It's really interesting. I should show that since I'm on stream. Let me go to a bank.
Don't seem to be worried about attacks from beasts or marauders. No doubt the Isle of Dread has learned to fear the Tabaxi's claws.
Alright, so I got this thing. Seeing the impossible behind the dark curtain. So talking to that woman in the upper Moorgrave, I was able to get this book. You guys told me about this. You have to talk to her every day for, like, does anybody know in chat how long? It's like a week or 14 days. Like, you have to talk to her every day. Yeah, steps. You have to go and talk to her every day for 14 days. And the conversation will change and evolve, and eventually she will tell you about this book that she suspects exists in the first quest out there. I think it's called Turning the Page. You go in there, and then in the library at the beginning of the quest, you find this book on the ground. I, for some reason, picked up 3 copies, so I have the extra 2 copies. So I exited the quest when I finished it, went over and gave it to her, and she talked to me and gave me these goggles. So now I have these goggles. They're bound account, and they allow me to see hidden stuff. So I don't know exactly what to do with these, other than the fact that in the upper Moorgrave, in the bar, I can jump up into the roof, and then wearing them, I can go into the back and see that that altar that's hidden that you can't see without these. But am I able to upgrade these at all, or are these just fully upgraded the way they are? That's it. Like, that's it right there. Each day I can get another set. I should go do that right now. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. We'll go talk to her right now, because I'll get another pair. There's Upper Moorgrave is what we're talking about. Well, I'll show you the NPC. You guys are the ones who told me about it. I noticed that she was saying different things to me when I was talking to her, but I didn't realize it led to a quest. Yeah, this lady. Steps. Hey, I need another pair. Okay, there we go. Got another pair. Yes, right there. So these you can't upgrade them, right? It's just they're part of the set bonus, but can you build on that hidden hand visibility and add other bonuses to this, or is that it? Because I can't see myself wearing them ever, other than to do this quest up here. Okay, I'm wearing them. And now I can see this unholy defiler shrine thing here. Oh, it lets you make... That's really cool. That's an artifact. The only bad thing I can see is the Taint of Evil, which is... I don't know why they put that on an object, but I don't ever make good aligned anyway. So these are all artifacts. Oh, these aren't. Attacks and offensive spells have a chance to deal massive evil damage. Okay, has anybody in chat ever experimented with the vile grip of the hidden hand on a spellcaster? Is that worth getting? Like trying? Haven't made those yet. Yeah, I mean, I like the sound of that. Like this here, like using that as a caster stick. I would never swing it, but if any spell cast has the chance to do evil damage is not resistible, right? It's like untyped damage. So, oh, you can remove the taint. That's great. Yeah, it looks like that bonus is on all of these items as well. That's definitely something. Oh, and they have caster sticks. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. There's the one that I would want right there. That's really good. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get. So Dust of Vile Darkness, is that a raid map? Because I haven't seen that, and I've done this saga like 3 times. Maybe it's just I don't have a lot of it. Crimson, gold, gray. Oh, there's invis. So what you're saying, this is great because I'm learning. So I have to wear these goggles into do all the quests all over again, right? And yeah, I gotcha. So I'm gonna have to, so that's what I'll do. I'll probably do a stream where I'm gonna grab for the next few days. I keep grabbing these goggles every day, so I've got a bunch on my account, and then I'll probably run some of my characters through, and we'll see with the goggles on where some of these invisible chests are, because I've never done this before. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty new content to me. Like, I've done the saga a few times, but is there a hidden chest in that first quest there, the turn the page quest? Because I can do that. Okay. Is there one in this? So there's not a hidden chest in every quest. Go to the final one and the red dragon optional. Oh, is that the only? All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to read about this. Like, so certain quests have these hidden chests. Really? So there's hidden chests all over the game. Really? Fuppin' Kiwi. Sorry if I said that wrong. How you doing? So jumpy quest. What's a jumpy quest? When you say jumpy quest, I think like snow peaks. The final one in the hidden hand has one. Okay. Okay, I'm in Upper Moorgrave. So I'll just follow you once you get up here. Oh, I see you. I'll go to you now. This last one here. Vecna denied. Yeah, this is the jumpy one. Oh, no way. Yeah, I came back to these dudes and I'm like, what is going on back here? Oh, dude, I just hit that guy for like 20,000. Oh. He really did a great job with these quests. So this is the optional part, right? Hidden chests in the room.
You can see a large red dragon.
Oh, a sleeping dragon.
Is the creature a guardian?
Will he talk to us, or is he... Oh, he's, angry. I would rather not attack him. I'd rather try to tame him. Oh, is he a Githyanki red dragon? That's great. I hope they add those. It'd be really cool if they added Githyanki. Like, at this point, I'm fine with them adding literally everything from Baldur's Gate 3. Like, and you know, it wouldn't be, like, bad for them to do it, because a lot of people come here. I've talked to a bunch of people who are new to DDO, and what got them into D&D video games was Baldur's Gate 3. Like, you know, they played maybe pen and paper, and then they played Baldur's Gate 3, and now they want to play more D&D. So I'm really hoping that Myth Draenor, when they refresh the Forgotten Realms, they, like, really refresh the Forgotten Realms and add a bunch more stuff that would allow them to, like... I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't even take us to a quest in Baldur's Gate itself, because Baldur's Gate isn't owned by Larian. It's just part of the Forgotten Realm map. Like, they could easily set a quest in Baldur's Gate. I mean, they probably couldn't use, like, Astarion, for example, right? Or Lazille, but, I mean, they could get really close. They could do a lot. Thing has a lot of hit points. It has almost 1 million hit points. Yeah, I know. Larry BioWare made the first two. That's right. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can pronounce that. Elcidion? King Elcidion? Is that correct? I'm a fan of BioWare. You know, like, they were my favorite for a long time, so I was really happy that Larian picked up the reins and sort of did, like, a BioWare type quest. Okay, I have the goggles on. Is this chest, like, the hidden one back here? So if I take the goggles off, that chest disappears. Yes, I see. Yeah. There it is right there. Take the goggles off and it disappears. Put the goggles on and it reappears. That's great. All right, so can we open this? Oh, this has the dust in it. Oh, there it is. Legendary gray dust. So I saw to upgrade those parts, I need 6 of each dust, right? So that means that you have to farm this dragon a lot, right? Oh, you get 1 to 6. Okay, so it's sort of like the those rare mats out in Isle of Dread there, the black pearls. Oh, and you can trade them. Okay, that's great. That's good to know. So it's very similar to the black pearls. Okay, so, and I'm assuming on the wiki, I haven't looked, but I'm assuming like they have the different quests where you can get these dusts, right? This isn't the only place. It is cool though, man. This is really cool.